I've expressed the questions around this, and I haven't gotten a legal opinion back as to whether or not it can even be done. The second is around taxes also. And the last report that I had, and I wasn't at the meeting, but there were some faults in the way that I presented that information last time. And I had questioned whether or not the beneficiaries paid state income tax on those benefits. And for the most part, yes, but there may be some beneficiaries that indirectly aren't paying state income tax on those benefits. Up until, and this is beyond my pay grade, but we may be curious about having someone dig further. Before 1991, the state pension plan was not taxed, from my understanding. The beneficiaries weren't taxed at the state level. And then through a series of legislative adoptions or actions, the beneficiaries began to be taxed. And then around that same time, there was some other legislation passed that essentially grossed up the amount of benefits that the beneficiaries received to pay for the tax. And at some point in time, a few years ago, this thing called tax remedy elimination occurred. And I'm just beginning to understand it. And essentially, what I understand is that, for example, that gross up of benefits, and by the way, the gross up of benefits only affects a portion of the Tier 1 beneficiaries. I'm not sure who has been affected or to what extent in terms of the value of the entire gross up. Anyway, so around 2013, some of the benefit was taken away. And to my understanding today, that may be limited to just out-of-state beneficiaries. But I understand that remedy resulted in a fairly substantial. It was a lot of money for the state. And so, without having the question here, and again focusing on a few things, I'm not saying that these are good or bad ideas, and I don't have a strong opinion one way or the other. But we've been asked to overturn every stone, and these ideas are based on only a progressive application of taxes potentially. There may be, if we wanted to do some more research on this, we might want to answer the question, well, so who's left in the higher earning categories of the state pension plan, whose benefits have been grossed up to pay for the state taxes? And why is that fair when others aren't receiving that benefit? And I don't know, is it illegal or, I don't know, but it's something we may want to investigate.